do the function. Nope. I don't fuck with the fuck shit. Throwing on my dummy fit. Fuck it. I'ma pop out. Welcome back to your second favorite YouTuber. I am J Shep Reacts. I know it's been a minute, y'all. I done had a crazy week, man. Like it's man. But yeah, basically one of my cars, it got totaled out and all this good stuff. Just this weekend, got another car, and I've been having to run so many errands and just like I had a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I've been inconsistent due to that. You know, positive side, I did kind of catch up on some sleep. Got work tomorrow though, so yeah, probably do like 3 vids tonight. Maybe I'm hoping 3 to 4. You know, and hopefully next week I can record some more music, man. It's been a minute, like since that last freestyle. That's the last time I don't even record it, man. It's been a minute, bro. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to this. Like I said, I'm finna close out this Corey Holcomb situation because like I said, there was 3 vids he had on him. There's 4 now because I guess Corey Holcomb has had issues with YouTubers now. He's calling them out for some odd reason. You know, he's mad because people were exposing him for being a pedophile, PDF file. But yeah, this one it was the 3rd one, so that will be the 4th one, 4th and final, unless Corey Holcomb has some more things to say. But yeah, Corey Holcomb gets humiliated and exposed again. He is finished. Shout out to Poetic Flacco for covering this video. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, like this vid. You know, go ahead, like my vid, and also comment if you will. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Let's go ahead and get into this.
Corey Holcomb just got humiliated and exposed really badly. Like, at this point, I don't know where Corey Holcomb goes from here, because every episode he does, he makes himself look even worse. And like most things Corey Holcomb, as of lately, it's all self-inflicted. So Corey Holcomb, right, really put his foot in his mouth this time around, man. On his last podcast, last couple episodes, I would say, he been picking a fight with a literal lawyer called the lead attorney. And the crazy part about it, the attorney gave Corey a pass. He probably realized, man, Corey a little slow. He's not that bright. You know, he's probably getting himself in a lot more trouble than is really worth as of now. He got way too many enemies. I don't really need to pile on Corey Holcomb. He's going to end himself. But Corey took the lawyer's goodwill for weakness. And instead of taking the good grace and good...
I feel like I know where this is going. Basically, Corey Holcomb is probably going to argue with this lawyer. And this lawyer is going to give him basically like legal advice. Like, you should probably, you know, but Corey Holcomb probably didn't ask for the legal advice. So he's probably like, you know, insulting the guy and all that stuff. So that's my prediction of what's about to go on in this video. So,
Will, Corey came back to pop it further about the lawyer. So it all started on his podcast a couple of episodes ago, where Corey Holcomb was apparently mad at the attorney for speaking on or criticizing Corey for harassing Anton Daniel's daughter and dissing her for her looks, even though she's not even 18. Like, she's an underage, a very young girl that Corey Holcomb was harassing and calling her ugly on his podcast, right? You know, comparing her to animals. So Corey was already mad about that, right? But Corey, instead of addressing that, decided he was going to paint the attorney as a liar.
Talking super crazy like he is a lawyer. You all gonna see. You all gonna see. Leading a nigga ass law. We had him up here and we all went to get something to eat. Leading a nigga law be talking mad shit and lying. Cause I don't normally watch, but I keep seeing stuff. So I'm like, let me see what this is. And when I saw it today, he didn't do it on his YouTube. This is bait. They think I'm smart enough to say their name. I mean, they think I'm dumb enough to say their name. Everybody know who we talking about. Lead in a nigga ass law is part of the crew. What? To come at a Yeah. Y'all was with me the
So he's trying to claim that there's people that are like forming a group to antagonize him or something, bro. If that's what I think that's what I'm collecting from this, but I mean, you said out of your own mouth the things, like the jokes you were saying. Like, what are you, the jokes, and then on top of that, the Iceland situation. But then on top of that, this situation was mainly about Anton Daniels' daughter, which, yeah, you shouldn't be really, insulting her or bringing her photo up, putting her photo up on your podcast, and she's underage and doing weird stuff. I just think that's weird, bro. You know? Now, it'd be different if you're like, oh, like two Anton Daniels. You're like, oh, nigga, go take care of your daughter type shit. You know what I'm saying? But from what I'm hearing, this dude was basically insulting the daughter, calling her like names and all types of stuff like that just to get under Anton Daniels' skin. So, I don't know, man. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second, though. I'll be right back. All right, man, I'm back. I had to put my white clothes in the dryer, you know what I'm saying? Can't leave those in there too long. You don't want your clothes to get mildewed, you know. That stuff sucks.
Whole time we saw him, did we do anything to that man?
No.
I thought we showed him love.
Right. Yeah.
Man, this lying like a on the internet. This telling people, yeah, so I called Corey's lawyer and I told Corey's lawyer that Corey said I could talk to you. I'm like, man, what is wrong with this man? Why is this man lying?
Corey and lead attorney were cool. They were friends before this. Like, lead attorney came and did Corey Holcomb's podcast. And because the lead attorney dared to criticize Corey Holcomb is now calling him, homosexual, playing with his name, changing his name up to allude to him being homosexual because he criticized Corey Holcomb talking about another man's daughter. Right? Now, the lead attorney didn't say that he called Corey. He says that Corey gave his lawyers permission to speak to him. Corey gave his attorney permission to speak to him. Now, the lead attorney heard this, he's seen this, but he didn't really react to this. He never really addressed it. He kind of just wanted to move on, right? Him and Corey Holcomb, I guess, had a relationship at some point. So if they not get along or if Corey is mad at him, he don't really need to respond back, right? So because the lead attorney didn't respond back to Corey Holcomb dissing him and playing with his name and being disrespectful, Corey Holcomb responded back again on the next podcast, calling him out for not responding. So when he responds, it's a problem. When he don't respond, it's a problem.
Corey Holcomb is just, what's the word here? I don't even know, but like, we all know a nigga like Corey Holcomb, bro. Like at school, you know what I'm saying? When you was younger, we all know a dude like that. They mess with you, they poke fun at you. You know what I'm saying? Then once you snap, they mad at you. If you don't snap, then they making fun of you for not snapping. You know what I'm saying? They making fun of you for not standing up for you. Like, basically a bully. That's what he is. Corey Holcomb's just a big bully. That's all he is. Or at least a wannabe bully. But, yeah, he's a bully. Grown-ass man, 50-year-old man, and he's a bully. That's his personality, and it's so weird, bro. Like, you would think, like, after making 6 figures to maybe 7 figures, throughout your time of being a comedian, and then you're blessed to even be doing this podcast on YouTube, you think the dude would like smarten up and be like, okay, maybe I should ease up off doing this, that, or the third, or making a weird PDF joke, or, you know what I'm saying? But no, he doesn't. Like, the dude's just, he's slow on the head. He really is.
So Corey then continued to play with this man's name and call him a liar again because the lawyer chose not to respond back to Corey Holcomb.
All you bloggers who think you can get rid of Corey Holcomb like that, I beg to differ. Like, what you're doing, how you're riding the wave of mainstream media against Corey Holcomb because of envy, because, you know what I'm saying? If I said it, it's the truth. I got to make an example out of this. I said something against this guy that came up to our show. His name, I'm going to take the chance and say his name. His name was the lead attorney. I said something about him because I saw him say, oh, Corey said it's okay for me to talk to his lawyer. Now, ever since I said what I said about the lead attorney, I haven't seen him say anything back. And it is my opinion. The reason he didn't say anything back because I didn't lie on him. I did not give him permission to talk to my attorney about nothing. And he said I did. And I believe that he saw that and knows that to be true, which is.
I just feel like you probably got a bad lawyer if they didn't call you to verify that claim. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's the case, anybody that I'm friends with or whatever, say they have like a lawyer on standby, you know, like for like retainment, like any whatever. Then I call them about something, you know, because they're dealing with a case or something. Yeah, I got permission from them to talk to you, and then they're like, they're not like, oh yeah, hold up, let me call them because I don't ever remember them running this by me. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, it doesn't make any sense, honestly. Like, why are you? I don't know. Like, that just sounds crazy. But if he did say that, the lawyer dude, it, like, yeah, again, both, like, either or, like, it's just stupid.
It's why weird. He isn't going all out his way to act like Corey Holcomb is not the man that he say he is. That's what I believe. I believe he has some type of moral strand inside of him that knows I wasn't lying on him. I didn't give nobody permission to do nothing.
Corey could have let this go, but Corey decided he didn't want to let it go. You came on 1 week and you called this man a liar and out of his name because you were angry. And then you came back for a second week and called him a liar again. He took the kindness for weakness, right? So the attorney was now forced to respond back. And when he responded back, he exposed Corey Holcomb and his team. Humiliated Corey Holcomb. Because either A, Corey Holcomb is a liar, or the lawyer that he presented and was crying to on his podcast is a liar. But either way, the liar is not the attorney, it's his team.
So you're upset with me because I said on a live stream that you had given me permission to talk to your attorney, that you had cleared that interview. So we're going to see right now whether you cleared it or not. And let me say, I have been on YouTube for about 5 years, and I don't think I have ever done this. I have never gone back and showed receipts. I have never showed DMs because I haven't needed to. I'm not like some of these other YouTubers out here who just talk to talk. I take this very seriously. I take my reputation very seriously. And if you're up on your show calling me a liar, well, we're gonna get to the bottom of it. Let me show you something right quick, Corey. Do you know who this gentleman is right here, Corey? This is your attorney. After your live stream where you and him talked about the Christina Payne situation, I hit him up. I said, hey, can you come on my channel? Can I interview you? Because I'll be honest with you, Corey, between me and you, I think you're getting a raw deal out of this Christina Payne situation. Should you have mushed her? No. Should she have touched you or whatever she did to you, hit you? No. Everybody should keep their hands to themselves. But people trying to paint you out to be a woman beater for.
So the situation that he's talking about, like in that last video, Corey punched a chick in the face, basically, and lied about not doing it. So, yeah, that's what that's all about. So I guess this lawyer wanted to interview Corey's lawyer about that, I'm guessing.
For the Christina Payne situation alone, to me, is a stretch.
I don't think it's a stretch, not one bit. And this is what makes this situation even sadder for Corey Holcomb. He's isolating his allies. This dude is literally one of Corey Holcomb's allies on YouTube. This is a dude who has been pretty fair in covering Corey Holcomb, has been pretty charitable in covering Corey Holcomb, but because he refused to be a D-Rider, he refused to be a yes man, Corey Holcomb blasts him, Corey Holcomb tries to humiliate him, Corey Holcomb tries to attack him. But this time around, you know, it looks like Corey Holcomb has crossed a line that he can't come back from, because now the attorney is going on the attack, okay? Now, the attorney shows messages of him DMing back and forth with Corey's attorney. And how do we know this is Corey's attorney? Because Corey brought him on stream and literally cried to this dude and claimed that this dude was saving his life. Well, the messages that the attorney is about to show proves that he didn't lie at all. That either Corey is lying or Corey got to fire his attorney because the attorney ain't trustworthy.
So I hit up your attorney. Your attorney gets back to me. What does he say? Let's look down here. He says, "Good day, counselor, and great hearing from you. Let me check with Corey and I will follow up with you." See?
So, Corey, you did have a good lawyer, you dumbass. This dude, Corey is stupid. He's just stupid.
This is exactly what I was talking about. Good attorneys have to check with the clients. Your attorney can't just agree to be on my show without talking to you.
Exactly.
To appear on my show, he has to clear it with you. Also, let me say that your attorney can't clear this interview with Craig. He can't clear it with Darlene. Both of them are integral parts to your show. They're very important people, but your attorney represents you and you alone. So the only person that can give him permission to talk to me is you. So he says right here, he says, "Let me check with Corey and I will follow up with you." But Corey, what do you think he responds? What do you think he says to me? Let's scroll down and take a look. He says he's going to check with you, and then a day later, he says, "I am cleared to speak with you."
Wow.
That means he checked with you, checked with Corey, and now he's cleared to speak with me. So now, Corey, who is the liar? It's either you or it's either your attorney. This is why I didn't say anything, because I didn't want to embarrass you. I didn't want to have to go and show DMs. Your attorney right here in black and white is saying that you gave me permission to talk to him. He can be on my show. I can interview him, and you were the only person that can give him that permission. This is what it says in black and white, but what are you going on your show and saying?
People, and this
That's
is how
crazy.
you go from being a reputable character online to exposing, humiliating, and ruining your credibility in 24 hours. This is how you do it. And the thing, and the worst part about this too, Corey didn't have to do this. This was literally avoidable. Even if Corey thought that the lawyer was lying, right? Because his attorney never told him and the attorney actually lied. Even if he thought so, most people wouldn't even address it or care. But because Corey Holcomb is so obsessed with trying to present himself as a victim, trying to present himself as like on the receiving end of this grand conspiracy of multiple content creators and TMZ trying to attack him and get him out of here because he's spilling too much truths, that's why he brought up the fact that the attorney lied. Most people would have said, "Huh? Wait, I just watched his podcast and he said that he got permission to speak to me. Like, that's weird." And probably never think about it again.
Literally.
Right? Because what the lead attorney was saying on that podcast was Corey Holcomb was harassing Anton Thayo's daughter. Right? Like, whether or not he spoke to your attorney or didn't speak to your attorney has nothing to do with the situation whatsoever. Most people would have probably ignored it. But Corey Holcomb...
Paco. I was about to call this dude Paco. Flacco got a point. Yeah. You're literally using this to steer the crowd away from the actual thing that you've been doing recently, which was posting that underage girl that is Anton Daniel's daughter on your podcast, making fun of her, insulting her, basically blowing up her whole spot because people at her school saw it supposedly, and she broke up, she broke down at her school having a whole crisis and stuff like that, mental crisis. And it's why are you even bringing up that? You're literally just mad because dude checked you about that, and he's literally quite he's one of your allies at the moment. It's stupid. People can't have their own opinion around you at this point. I see, because you kicked old girl off of the show or whatever, and dude is just weird. Corey Holcomb is weird, bro.
Holcomb honed in on that specifically because he can't really refute anything the lead attorney was saying. Yeah, you did go after that man's daughter and you did bad. And two, he wants to present himself as Christ-like, as if we're trying to crucify him to stop him from spreading the truth.
I did not give him permission to talk to my attorney about nothing.
Yes,
and
he did.
Said I did. And I believe he saw that and knows that to be true, which is why he isn't going all out his way.
Corey Holcomb, he a stone cold mofo, bro. He the type of dude, if you ever like had a friend over, right? You know what I'm saying? You probably think that they would never do this to you, but you know, you're young, you don't know any better. One of your friends will see what you got, basically, because you know they think your life is so much better than theirs or whatever. You know, they might steal something like a video game, a Pokemon card, something like that, right? Take it, you go to grab it or whatever to show them, or you know, to play that game or the whatever. Can't find it. They'll look around for it with you. Y'all double checking everywhere. You telling your mom, your dad, whoever, right? I can't find it. I can't find it. And then this motherfucker finds it in a spot where you just checked. That's Corey Holcomb right there. That's Corey Holcomb. He's the dude that's gonna take your shit, and then you know later on, just because he don't want to get caught with it, he gonna act like he found it. No, bro, no. Corey, like, he a stone cold mofo, bro. Like, he a liar. He like that was my whole point of that story. He's a liar. He's gonna lie to your freaking face, like, and not care necessarily. Only when he gets caught, in a sense. So I don't know. I wonder if he's addressed this yet. But I'm guessing maybe he saw this Flacco video and then was like, oh yeah, I'm about to attack Flacco because Flacco is showing this. Otherwise, Corey probably wouldn't have even addressed any of this, like, afterwards, I'm guessing. So, but we'll see in the next video.
Way to act like Corey Holcomb is not the man that he say he is. That's what I believe. I believe he has some type of moral strand inside of him that knows I wasn't lying on him. I didn't give nobody permission to do nothing.
Yeah, you did.
You didn't give nobody permission to do nothing? Is that what you just said? Here, the attorney that you chose, the attorney that you brought on your show,
either your lawyer is lying about getting it cleared from you, or you did clear it, and your stupid ass just don't remember because, once again, the dude's just stupid. Corey is stupid, bruh.
attorney that you were praising, the attorney that you were glazing, is saying something completely different. Your attorney is saying that he checked with you, Corey, and that he's clear to speak with me. And let me tell you, Corey, it doesn't stop there. Once he said that you had given him permission to speak with me, then we started organizing a date and time. If we scroll down here, you can see that he says, your attorney, that the earliest time that we can record or prepare to record would be Friday. That Friday, anytime after 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and anytime this weekend with evenings preferred. Oh yeah, we were getting a date and time, Corey, for an interview that supposedly you never gave permission for. An interview that you were saying that I was lying about, and an interview that caused you to be very disrespectful towards me. Wow. And guess what, Corey? It goes even further. Here, he gives me his law firm email address, and he gives me his cell phone number. Now, I, of course, have redacted it all out, but he gives me every way to communicate him to coordinate this interview. After he gives me his law firm address, Corey, I hit him up. I email him. What do I say? Let's check it out.
Hold on, Lee. You cooking Corey too much. We now gotta add bad discernment on Corey Holcomb's list of character flaws. Corey Holcomb brought this attorney in front of us, his attorney, and he said, this guy saved my life. I won't know what I'll be without here. I caught him crying in fear. He presented us like to this attorney as if this attorney right here was a savior, was a good guy, was Christ-like. Come to find out, the attorney is just somebody looking for clout who was running and jumping at the opportunity to get interviewed. Now, if what Corey Holcomb is saying, then the attorney lied about getting permission to do an interview, and he probably lied because he wanted the clout from it. So, what's true, Corey? The attorney you presented to us as a savior,
which doesn't make any sense, because now you're painting this lawyer to look bad by saying what you've been saying about the other lawyer. Whatever. I forgot his name. I don't know. But yeah, your lawyer, Derek, Yeah, let's just say that. Derek, his lawyer, you're painting him in a bad light by accusing the other lawyer of lying, which doesn't make any sense. Like, it's just like, what? You're stupid.
Is actually a cloud chaser and you got bad discernment, or you lied and you are the liar. What's true?
This is the email that I sent to your attorney, Corey, and you will see that the heading for the email in the subject line is interview. I say, Derek, hope you're doing well. Just wanted to follow up. Thank you for being willing to being interviewed. As mentioned in my Instagram message, let me know what time on Friday, either the evening or the night, whatever works best for you. Also, if you can pass me along any publicly available filings, that will be great. For your convenience, I'm sending this from my email, so you'll have my contact information as well. Thanks again, Derek. I appreciate you taking the time, and I look forward to speaking with you tomorrow. So after I send him this email saying, hey, just tell me a date and time, he responds. What does he say? Here is his email in response to me. Now again, you see the same subject line, interview. We also see the same date. This is Thursday. The interview is supposed to be the next day. Your attorney said he could be interviewed about this on Friday. I blacked out his email address, but you see my email address, you see his name right here and his little logo. Again, this is the attorney that you hired. Now, he sends me this and he says he's going to be in touch. But again, the interview is set for the very next day. This is his response. And again, you see it's Friday. I sent my email to him around 3 something. He responds at 5 o'clock. Now you see, this is your boy. This is Derek. This is the attorney that you had on your show. You had him up there and you were praising him. What does he say? He says, counsel, we have to pass on the interview because there is a gag order on speaking on the matter with the court. So we have to be a little bit careful. If anything changes, I will contact you. Many thanks. Now, I'll be honest, Corey, this is a pretty bootleg response. He says he has to pass on the interview. Does he say he has to pass because he's decided he doesn't want to do it? Did he say he has to pass because you've changed your mind about it? You have uncleared the interview? No. He doesn't say that you retracted your permission for the interview. He just says, well, there's a gag order on it, so I can't talk about it. Well, what's the problem with this reasoning, Corey? Do you see it? Corey, here is the problem with his excuse
because Corey goes on the podcast and he gets to talking about it himself. My point, exactly.
Can't be on my show about the case. The problem is that he was on your show about the case. The gag,
which I didn't even know. I didn't even know the lawyer was on there talking about the case. That's even worse. That's even worse.
Gag order was in place then. He can't say that he didn't know about the gag order because, again, he's supposed to know about your case. But not only that, you mentioned the gag order while he was up there. He heard it straight from your mouth. So even though that gag order had been in place for over a year, he's on your show about it. But now he's saying he can't come on my show about it. And again, Corey, what I'm trying to tell you is that I'm on your side about this whole Christina Payne thing. I do think that this whole thing is being mischaracterized.
What more do we need to see? Now,
crazy.
What we know for a fact, 100% fact, right now, based on everything that we saw, Corey and his team were lying. Right? Corey looks dumb in this situation.
Yep.
But y'all let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man?
Hey. I'm excited to get to this next video, honestly, bro, because dude, like, okay, so this gotta be what, like, Corey saw to be attacking YouTubers. Because I guess he had an actual, I don't know. Hey, anyways, go ahead, like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on notification bell, listen to my music, all caps, J.Shep. Follow me at IamJShep3 on Instagram and TikTok. Oh, what the hell? Oh, I got karma on my finger. What's the next? I love you. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Stay on the channel, binge watch the vids. I got over 100 plus videos for you to watch, and you know we gonna get that number up to 200 here soon. You know, but yeah. Until next time, catch me in the next video. Actually, you know, deuces.